Welcome to another demonstration of Full Auto Hold'em. Here our fully automated seat is being indicated. Full Auto Hold'em is the first fully automated and most advanced poker bot in the world. Currently, Full Auto Hold'em can play fully automated Hold'em on 3 different poker websites. Current demonstration being Full Tilt. The other websites are Poker Stars and Party Poker. Here, my online identity has been blurred, and you'll see just above my bank occasionally the action text is also blurred there. I was just noticing, so pay no attention to that. Right there it says call, for instance, in blue. Okay, if you're not familiar with the features of the program, you should probably go to the website first and take a look at the overall description, because there's a lot going on here, obviously. Right above the main program is the view log window, and there you see our response in orange. In that case, orange indicating we were making a call based on the pot odds. In this case, with the 9 queen clubs, 9 queen suited, we had a 22.5% chance of winning this hand based on 6 starting players. So it was profitable to make the call above. Of course, it's not profitable anymore. In this demonstration, this table I had already played a few hands on, and I restarted the program, and that is why we already have at seat 5 10 hands played, and we just finished our 11th hand actually. And you'll see also the game stats, the won amount is off by $100. Yeah, for whatever reason you have to stop the program and then rejoin a game. It'll remember the player data and statistics and import them back into the game for you from the database. Full Auto Hold'em runs virtually identical on all 3 websites. You can see here the responsiveness is practically immediate, even though we're doing a screen capture recording at the same time, and not on a powerhouse computer by any means either. It's Party Poker, the third website that Full Auto Hold'em plays fully automated at. That site has some graphics that are a little more chaotic, and you might see a little more variation in the responsiveness, but no variation in accuracy or features whatsoever. As you can see by plenty of screen capture demos on the site already, and you'll be seeing plenty more, of course. Images for 10 images, 1 that's fixed for every seat. And at Full Tilt there's a few more images to choose from, but we don't save an image for every player at the sites where the images are not unique, so no point cluttering up the hard disk with a lot of redundant information. So sometimes the player image won't match the current player if it doesn't have a unique image for that site for every player. In a few minutes we'll go over the screens briefly, some of the other options. Here we're just observing the comprehensiveness of the action tracking and data logging. Okay, here's a look at the open style builder screen, and we indicate where you would set your call pod feature. You can put a margin there if you want to tighten up on your pod calls. Okay, we're about more than halfway through the demonstration here. We're just seeing some consistent, reliable responses. I'll quickly go over some of the screens. More information at the website, of course. All the complete documentation is available at the website for all these features here. Of course, you can also download the trial version of the program and try out the features yourself. Also, these other features are demonstrated at the in other screen captures as well. There's a nice little look at compact mode. Yes, the past efforts at expanding full auto hold'em's capabilities to multiple websites been very challenging in the case of party poker. But overall, our capabilities are much more resilient, and of course there's been much more testing done on all capabilities since just decoding one site now onto 3. So a lot more value in the program added in these past couple months, to put it simply. Hopefully we're soon for our commercial debut. Here I was wondering why I'm trying to do a little re-query demonstration, but we'll get back to that in a minute as an example. Here we see the trip thread is on, because a 9 is a common card to have on a flop. I'll re-query this back, and now it's in the database 4 times. That was the call from above. folded another losing hand, so consider that a win while we wait for the good cards that always come eventually. Of course, we're going to play this in the big blind. Quick check on a player there. It's important to see who's winning the no showdown, who's buying the pots, I guess. Nobody seems to be doing too much of that. Of course, you always get calls and play money. There's always a caller. Okay, there's no showdown there. Player 9 just got a no showdown win. Let's see, we got a call, single blind call out of the database. Just took a second off my last move. This is a demonstration of editing a bet. And just a few more minutes here in the demonstration, and I'm also priced out of another hand with some more mediocre hole cards. Now we see our recent calls in the database twice. That was our single line call. Oh, the buttons by the player names there, right by the mouse pointer, are green. That's because, like I mentioned earlier, I restarted this game, so green indicates that these players were already in the database when we started, so there's a player history there. In this case, it was a 9-hand player history already started on most of the players there. Okay, now that's basically it. I haven't touched the mouse, or well, other than to indicate something. I never do, hardly. And that's the way you can play too. You know, if you have multiple games going or a second monitor, you want to just set up and troll for some good cards and start building your own super bot on top of the logic bot. Good luck.